Welcome back to the Garage Talk podcast, where we bring you real cars, real stories in the Cape Town automotive scene in South Africa. So today we've got a special guest, Mr. Ralph Kumbier, with the American Muscle V8. I think this is one of the only V8s left, I think, in Cape Town. Yeah, one of the only V8s left in Cape Town. So, but we'll get into that. Don't forget, guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So once you click play, click the like, put a thumbs up, some form of comment. If you like the content, share it with your friends and family. Even if you just do a thumbs up, the thumbs up helps the video go. And that's obviously the video going further, and that's where we are. So today we at
E-Rods in Blackheath.
E-Rods in Blackheath. So I took some pictures. I'll insert some pictures in for you. It's a very cool workshop. Mostly V8s, right?
Yeah,
all V8s.
All old school stuff. Yeah.
Old school V8s, Mustangs, there's Cobras,
Chevs, Fords,
there's everything.
project cars.
Yeah. So, But sit back, relax, get the popcorn. This is going to be an interesting one. And then we just want to thank our brand partners, Rack and Girl and MA Tires.
From private catering, end-of-year functions, team building events, and film productions, Rack and Girl has you covered. We offer all bulk catering in office and delivery straight to your location. Whatever the occasion, we've got you covered. Rack and Girl brings the flavor to you.
SS Diagnostics for all your diagnostic needs, car products, as well as car parts. Contact us, SS Diagnostics. Always there for you.
Looking for good tires at a good price? MA Tires has got you covered. From passenger cars, SUVs, trucks, we stock all types of tires, including semi-slicks and stretch tires. We also offer wholesale tires to businesses and resellers. Don't forget about our in-house specials. MA Tires, quality and choice under one roof.
Mr. Ralph Kumbier, how are you, my brother?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
you for allowing me to come to E-Rods and making time available. I really appreciate it. Get into the questions. So if you don't mind introducing yourself to the people.
Yeah, my
Tell
name
them a little about yourself.
Ralph Kumbier, Cape Town. Been racing in Cape Town my whole life. Probably started in this sport more than 20 years ago. And we've progressed through a couple of different vehicles, and mostly V8s, of course, because that's my game, that's my industry. Yeah. So and we're down to the last couple that are left in South Africa, and we're still trying to fly the flag, you know how it goes. And this is the new car we've been busy with for the last few years. I have raced it a few times at Killarney, and we did a bit of a transformation and an upgrade to the vehicle a few years ago, and now we're back out on the scene again. I was away for 3 or 4 years, and we've decided this past season to race in Johannesburg, and it's been pretty successful. The car's been going pretty well, and we currently in the ultra drag class, which is a 7.5 to 8.5 second bracket. And it's a nice, tight, competitive class. It's all the fast guys in Joburg, and we've made it into that group now, which is already an achievement on its own, I think.
That's good.
And we're enjoying it. And we've put up some good fights, and we've won a few races, we've lost a few races, but we're currently leading the points in the class. So we were gonna throw the towel in and call it a year, and until we got the results now posted by Tarlton the other day, so we're going to go back next month and just go run the finals, and hopefully we can try and see if we can win it and bring the trophy back to Cape Town. That'll be the real cherry on top for us for this season.
That's nice. And it's actually cool, and thank you for repping Cape Town. Because when like I always comment on the videos and the Joburg guys posting the videos and stuff, and I always say, nog Kaapstad.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying our best.
Yeah, no, it's cool now.
The only other car from Western Cape really representing is Herman Mostert.
Yeah.
And as far as cars from Killarney, I know Scott was up there once or twice with his bakkie. I think Sean Zurich is planning on taking the Honda up as well.
Okay.
And there's not many other cars. I'm just trying to think now. Over these last few rounds, I don't really recall
I think
any other Cape Town
I
cars.
think Scott was there last, and then
End of
Jacques,
last year.
Yeah, I think Jacques was also there with the Opel.
Yes, he was
He
up
was
as well.
also there. I think that's the day when we were there, when we were into Tarlton.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was anybody else that I can also recall.
No, not that I recall either.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is some plans, and there is some other guys in the pipeline that want to go.
Yeah. No, it's cool though.
So we'll see. Maybe next season when they're ready to go, then we'll all do a little bit of a trip up.
That'll actually be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
That'll actually be cool. So just speak to us about Motown Auto Parts.
So we specialize in everything American, mostly V8 parts. We do all American branded stuff. So we'll do like ARPs, and I do have quite a few guys that come and buy like ARP bolts from me for different types of engines, and so we'll service that sort of stuff. And what you see around in this shop is pretty much what our business is.
Okay.
We have a lot of customers here that are building old cars, and I source all the parts for them. We import on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And so basically all the spares that you'll need for an old Corvette or a pickup truck or a Mustang. This Chevy Apache over here is something that I was quite involved in. It's almost done now.
Okay.
The Thunderbird and, you know, parts for Cobras. I do all that stuff. So it's quite a broad sort of spectrum of parts. And we do everything from bumper to bumper. So it's glass, it's engines, gearboxes, diffs, body trims, interior parts, gauges. I do everything. So it's like a lot of different stuff. And that's pretty much where the parts side of things come. Etienne, wherever he is over there, he will do all the chassis work and building suspension, and that's where he got involved in this car. And he's also my right hand man when we go racing. He's the crew chief.
Yeah.
So he knows this whole car
Inside out.
Yeah. So I know we have like every run there's 3 or 4 things we need to do. When this car comes back in the pits, it's jacked up, it's charger on, it's check tire pressures, it's drain puke tank, it's fill the tank, check the belts. So there's like a procedure we go through, run, and we've been doing it for so long now. It's kind of like we don't even need to talk to each other. The car stops. He's got his stuff that he does, the stuff that I do, and we just climb into it. And
So are you a two-man team?
we're usually a 2-man team. Unfortunately, I've got some friends in Johannesburg that help me as well.
Okay.
And I normally park with in a corner there. They put a couple of the V8s guys. So it's like the Sluton brothers. You've probably seen all their cars, those Mustangs and those cars that they got all parked there. They we all help and go between each other. Then my friend Twain McNabb, he's up there as well, and a few other of his friends. They come every meeting. They just come there with a bakkie and a cooler box, and they help as well. They spanner a bit, and it's nice to have some extra hands. But we normally just travel, the 2 of us. In the bakkie we load with a trailer and we go. But we've been lucky this season. I've actually managed to store the car there. So it was up. We dropped it off in February. We did the practice around, and then we raced March, May, July, the first 3 rounds of the series, and then there's one more in September. So we most likely are going to go back next month and go finish it up, hopefully.
Hopefully you must bring the trophy home.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's close. It's close down between myself and Johan with that Corolla, and then there's Cowboy. He's third, I think. And I don't think there's anybody else in the further runnings. They're too far out of the points. So it'll be between the three of us, basically. We just need to go a couple of rounds.
Johannes, what car is Johannes?
It's a Corolla with a 2J.
White one? What the white one?
I think it's white, yeah.
Is it white?
Yeah. It's a new car.
Oh, okay.
They just finished it now, yeah. It's one of Ben's cars.
Yeah.
And then there's Renee. There's some good cars in our class. Some real good fast stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to go try our best.
Yeah, but you're gonna, like we say in Cape Town, you're gonna take the tuck.
I hope so.
Yeah, but
we're going to try our best.
yeah, no, cool. So where did your love for cars start?
Man, if I have to think back, I think my first car was a Bantam Bucky when I was just finished school. And I did it up and I loaded it, and I think I still had a set of TSW Imolas, and I stuck, and then I ended up putting side drafts on it, and then I had Malcolm cut me a cam for it, and you know, it goes from there, just snowballs. So then we were still in the streets a bit back then and messing around. And then, then I decided to, I was at Killarney with that car a few times, I like street to strip, whatever it was back then. Friday night drags was quite big back then as well. And then it just progressed from that, and then I got a Chev El Camino Bucky, which
Black one?
No, it was like a copper color.
Yeah.
And I used to run that back in the day. Then that's where I started tinkering around with V8s.
Good, okay.
And then I realized how easy it was to make
Power.
out of this old donkey tractor engine. Okay, you had to change a few components, but it surprised me quite a lot. And it was nice and reliable, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I went out on the road with it, and I went to the track with it. And then that's what got me, and then I started doing like more drag racing, you know, like going to MSA events and whatever. And then that's where it just snowballed from there, from one car to the next, to this thing now, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not a street car, so you know, this is track only. I think it would be quite hard to have a full-blown street car in the 7-second time bracket. It's probably possible, but not practical.
Yeah, not practical.
You know what I'm saying? So, you've got to kind of decide where you're going to draw the line eventually and step over to a full-blown race car.
Yeah.
Instead of your daily driver, and you can get to a point, but eventually the daily driver also gets stripped out.
Because you want to go faster.
You always want to go faster. That's the thing, yeah. So, that's you got to kind of realize when you've crossed that threshold.
Yeah.
And then but then from there, there's no turning back. Then it's like, you know, then you're fully committed.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. And then you got to go for it.
This cause I'm a really V8 guy, but I respect, you know. I always say I always give credit where credit is due. Yeah. And this is one of the V8 builds that, you know, respects that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Needs the respect there.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice. And I always see the car at Killarney, you know, but you guys are always busy, you know. You never get the time to come say hi.
It's when you're at the track, there's not a lot of time to mess around there.
Yeah.
Especially in Killarney's not too bad, but in Joburg there's no time.
Yeah.
You got quali runs in the morning, 2 qualifying runs, you got to dial in. 45 minutes later, your class is called up. So it's run after run after run after run.
So if you need to do stuff in between,
there's not even they have a couple of oil downs or breakages, whatever, or then there's you might get a slight delay, but then the classes run faster because there's a time limit for the day, you know. So you really got to be on top of it. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to sit and chat to everybody during the day, but if it's busy, it's busy. You know? That's how it is.
Who inspired you with drag racing?
If I had to think back, you always look up at all the older guys. Some of them are retired now. Guys like Willie now, legends at Killarney, you know. And also I had not so many of my closer friends anymore that do drag racing. But we also used to all go down and mess around, and I had a few friends that used to race, they don't race anymore. And I kind of just still carried on with it. And I would just think back, probably oaks like Willie, and when I say old friends, like Jackie and them with the V8s, and you know, we also used to have some customers that used to race, they don't race anymore. That would keep you going back, and we'd all sort of get together and race. And
there used to be a blue, I'm not really good with the V8s. There used to be a blue V8 also that used to race at Killarney.
The Forenza, that's Jackie's car, yeah.
No, not the Forenza.
That was like a dark blue color.
No, it was like a metallic, but a light blue. It wasn't a Forenza, it was a bit longer. Well, I think
Like
it
a
had
Mustang?
I think it
Was it not Alvin Chetty's? I think his car was a light blue color.
No,
at some stage.
not the light blue. It was like a metallic
Yeah.
blue. That guy was also regular.
Is
He
it?
used to come to the line with a parking like you had.
Yeah.
But I don't know what is his name. But he also, I actually saw that car the other day on Facebook on someone's status.
Okay.
And the car's still around, but I don't know now what his name is. Yeah. But
No, I
that
can't
was
remember who
also a V8 that I remember seeing at the track. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened to your car that I know you for or know you from? Your was
The
it the
Forenza. The
Yeah.
Forenza started life with a little small block Chevy in it. I raced at a few meetings, naturally aspirated. Then we put nitrous on. Then I ran it with 2 kits of nitrous for about 2 seasons. Broken 1 or 2 engines, so we learned a lot of stuff along the way. Then that same engine I changed 1 or 2 things on the motor and we turbocharged that car. Then I ran that for probably about 2 years with the turbochargers. And then we did a few meetings at Soldano with it as well. And then something went wrong the one run. I remember flooding the whole engine out with methanol. We went too rich.
Yeah.
And there was about 800-meter run. It's a long way down there on the gas. And it ran a bearing.
Okay.
And then I was like, I think that's when I called it a day, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm out of this for a while. And I took a break, sold the car, which I shouldn't have, but anyway, I did sell it, and I sold the gearbox went to like Zane. Zane went and bought the box. He put it in his XR8.
Okay.
The engine I sold to a friend of mine in Oudtshoorn, and he was going to put it into a little street car.
Okay.
And the body went to Melvin, and he still got the car. And I believe he's still working on getting it back to the track. It'd be nice to see it back out again.
Yeah.
And that's where the car ended up. So it's still in Cape Town.
Okay.
I don't know when it's going to return, but it would be nice to see it racing again sometime, you know.
No, cool. Yeah.
So that was the story behind the Forenza.
Yeah.
We did race that car in Joburg as well once or twice. I went to Tarlton with it, I think 2 or 3 meetings. I think the best I ran with that car was an 860 or 850, I can't remember, 850 at something.
And that was at Tarlton?
That was at Tarlton, yeah. Down here it was like 880s, 890s. It went a little quick up there. But that was still a small tire, 28-inch ladder bar car. It didn't have a 4-link or anything. It was a pretty basic thing. It was all steel, all glass, no Lexan windows, not much weight taken out of it. It was quite a heavy car. It was about 200 and something kilos heavier than this car.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty quick for back then. It had like,
It was fast for the time.
yeah, back then. It was
How
pretty
long ago was that? Do you know?
12 years ago I raced that car, I think. 12.
So 12 years ago, it was fast.
I think I started racing that car about 16 years ago. I had it for about 4 or 5 years, or 4 or 5 years of racing with it in its different forms.
Yeah.
And then, I think the last time I was out with that car was about 12, 13 years ago on the track.
Yeah.
Some time ago. Time flies though.
Yeah, no,
It goes quickly. I mean, I've had this car since 2019. So that's almost 7 years.
Yeah.
So then I had that break, like 5 or 6 years where I was out of racing for a while. And then obviously your gut yucks again.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, do I start from scratch and build a car?
Yeah.
And it's painful to do that. So that's why I just went onto the internet and bought this car from a guy in the States.
Okay.
Fortunately, I had a friend that was staying pretty close by. He was about an hour's drive away from the car.
Okay.
I got hold of him. And he drove out to look at it to make sure that everything was all right there.
Yeah.
It was in a storage unit. The guy wasn't racing it at the time.
Okay.
And we struck a deal there on the phone on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And my friend obviously was there to coordinate the deal for me. He took over the storage unit because then I obviously needed to do all the paperwork and the permits and the importation stuff. So it stayed there for another 2 or 3 months in the unit.
Okay.
And he got the keys, and then we did all the paperwork. We shipped the car, and that's when it arrived. But it wasn't anything like this.
Yeah.
It was an old beat up car. So
There was no engine in?
yeah, there was a motor. It was a running car.
Okay.
They started it for me and everything, and it was running in Florida at 1 or 2 tracks out there. It was like a super gas class. So it was running like 880s, 890s with a smaller engine than this. It was like an old beat up bracket car. It was cheap. So It was good bones to start with.
Yeah.
It had the brand new wheels on. It had a brand new transmission in it.
Okay.
So it had the bead locks, which was already a plus. It had the brand new MSD ignition system, which I did check all that stuff. And then I ended up selling the engine to another friend of mine that's now in a car in Joburg, which hopefully comes to race as well. But it's probably going to race there. It's not going to race here.
Yeah.
It might race in Cape Town because the guy is based here.
Okay.
So he bought the motor. I kept the transmission, and then we've just Etienne's helped me. Over the years, we've changed a few things and put a new front half on the car and put this engine in, and we raced it naturally aspirated for a while, and it went 820s with this engine.
Okay.
And then we stuck this little. It's like an altitude compensator, I call it, for Tarlton. It's a little, they call it a mini blower in the States.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit of boost and increases the power a bit, which is what we need up in Joburg.
Yeah.
And that's where we are today. So, yeah.
So the, I wanted to ask you something now. I've got is this chromoly? The whole.
The front half of the car is chromoly, the rear is mild steel.
Okay.
So it's like a 50-50.
Okay.
So basically from behind the seat to the front is all new, except it's the old body still.
Yeah.
And the old dash
So
and
the
stuff.
whole body steel, just the windows is Lexan.
No, it's fiberglass.
No, the front. I mean,
the doors are fiberglass, the boot's fiberglass, but the roof and the rear quarters are still the original.
So what do they call that in America? They call that what? They normally say, does it qualify as a street car?
If it's got a VIN tag on and a steel roof and quarters, it's a street car. Which it's not, but I mean, it does qualify. It'll fall into that class.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has a VIN number anymore, but they call it a steel roof and quarter car, which does put it into a different class. It's not a pro mod.
Okay.
There's a pro mods. Everyone thinks it's a pro mod in this country because you see it on TV.
Yeah.
It's more. A street car than a pro mod.
Yeah.
Pro mods are a little bit longer. They got longer wheelbase. Yeah. They extend things and they stretch.
Dupi's car is a pro mod.
That's a full-on pro mod.
No?
So like in this country, the Butler BMW is a pro mod.
Yeah.
Dupi's car is a pro mod. Ian Repsol's old car was a pro mod because they were all composite bodies and stretched and everything's but this is not far from it.
Yeah.
I'd say being a tube chassis now, full tube.
Yeah.
This car used to have the original front cross member in and front suspension.
Yeah. When you got it.
Yeah, because of the class that it raced in. It had to have a sort of OEM spec. Yeah. Certain components that need to be OEM, And that's obviously all been changed now because it was all very heavy. So we took a lot of weight out of the car just to try and make it a bit faster that way. And that's where we got to the low eights with the naturally aspirated motor. And then obviously now you want to go step it up a little bit more, so then that thing got bolted on. But it was bolted onto the original engine without really changing much. The only thing I did change was the head gaskets. Because it was 15.2 to 1 compression. And now it's just short of 13. Which still makes good power, but you can't go with boost, you can't go that high compression. Because you start multiplying things out here, and then chances of damaging it is pretty good. So we just made it a little bit safer, but it's the same complete rotating assembly, same camshaft. Nothing's really changed. It's just a bolt on and go.
And does this car use the management system?
No, this is what's called a mechanical fuel injection.
Okay.
My philosophy with racing these days is the KISS philosophy, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So there's no need for it. No need for like laptops and stuff. I'll get to that now. So basically, it's 1960s technology on the fueling side. So basically, all the fueling is run by a throttle body, a barrel valve, nozzles here, and then obviously it's got quite a high pressure fuel pump, which is mechanically driven with a belt, and that's the whole fuel system. So basically, it runs what's called a nozzle in here, which will be your tuning for coast and altitude. And in here is what's called a bypass pull. So your fuel will go in here, and whatever, it's like a small little jet from a carburetor, it goes in the side here. So if you go bigger with the jet, more fuel will go back to the tank because it's got quite a big return line, and less into the engine. So that will lean you out, you know, and you go smaller.
So the bigger the jet, the leaner the jet.
Yeah, and you go smaller with the jet, more goes in the engine and less goes to the tank. So that's how you monitor, that's actually how you meter the fueling.
Oh, that's nice.
So it basically only does idle, so you've got an idle circuit and flat out. There's nothing in between. It's not something you could use on the street because it doesn't mix between idle and flat. So it's made for drag racing. So
because I was actually going to ask you, the accelerator pedal looks a bit funny. It's like is that the one? Is it down? Yeah, it's on the side. There's like
on the right. So that's hook that's on the front is a safety in case. So you can pull the throttle back in case it hooks you on something.
But you use the top part of it.
No, you will just slide your foot into the U.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll floor it, and then if you do get stuck,
and then you can just
pull it back with your foot because it's all mechanical linkages. No cables or anything. That's you can't run cables. And then the only electrical management side of things is where you can sort of use a little bit of modern technology here. It's got a MSD grid system, which only controls timing. So we've got a crank trigger and your grid, which you can plug your laptop in. So you can set your timing curves, your start retard function. You can set launch retard. So you want to pull 4 or 5 degrees of timing for the first half a second of the run, 1 second. 2 seconds, you can ram timing back in. So you can tailor your own timing curve here. You can pull power out the car, add power to the car. So that's your the most tuning you're going to do. But once you open the computer and you look at it, it's really simple. You don't need
do that yourself?
You don't need. I do that myself. You don't need a degree to run that. So then we added what's called with the MSD grid. There's different modules you can add to it. So you buy certain add-ons. Now, the one thing I did want to add, because our tracks in this country are not nearly as good as you would see on, in TV. Ours are like pretty marginal. It's almost like no prep stuff with a little bit of prep and gas spray here and there. So I added what's called an ARC module, ARC. It's Advanced RPM Control. So we've got a drive shaft magnet sensor on the differential, and then I couldn't understand that. That's now where you start getting into all these tables and shit. So I had Sean Zurich help me with that. So he's it's quite a simple program. So he's been playing around with that for me. So once you start picking up a bit of wheel spin, it then reverts back to the timing side of things, and it pulls timing to slow the car down. So you don't have this uncontrollable. We never tried it at Killarney because we didn't have it connected back then. We've been using it at Tarlton, and it's been pretty successful. We had one run where what went wrong with that? One run with the oil. It was the dipstick that came out the gearbox or something. One of the oil cooler lines popped, and that sent a shit ton of ATF under the bottom of the car. And it started wheel spinning so hectically. I felt something, but it immediately cut the engine because it picked up that immediate spin on the. There was oil in the tires, and it actually saves you. So if you think about it, it's actually not a bad thing to have. So that thing, it just goes straight to like a limiter and it just cuts. So it's like a cut. So
it's picking up something is irregular.
It saw something that it happens quite quickly. Things are going on quite quickly in this car. So that was a bit of a saving grace there. So we didn't actually end up spinning around too much in the oil and crashing and stuff like that. So just to show you, so the stuff does work pretty well. So that's about as technical as it gets. There's further than that. It's all pretty straightforward.
And so now, seeing that you were racing in Joburg, was it something you could log or something, like an online
there is a logging procedure for that. You can go and pull up runs. It'll tell you basically timing, RPM, the time of the run as well, where it'll show you where it's pulling timing. So you can either smooth that curve out or make it more aggressive to pull more. So once you go out of the original sort of run curve, and then you'll see your drive shaft speed goes up here. It'll catch it, and then it pulls power. So as soon as it sees that milliseconds, it sees it and it cuts power. That's all controlled with the timing. So like I said, that's pretty much the most complicated part of the car. The rest is all straightforward. Old school automatic 2-speed power glide. It's just a proven transmission. It works. Ford 9-inch, proven they work. We didn't reinvent anything here. It's all over the counter stuff. There's nothing exotic. There's nothing fancy. It's all, everything's just.
But if you look at this car, you will think, it's like, what's all happening there,
You won't believe it, but all the stuff you see is stuff from the like technology from the 60s, which has been made a little bit better, you know, as parts improve. But I mean, it's still old V8 push rods, 2-valve per cylinder, nothing fancy. So
This stuff make a lot of power, man.
yeah, it's a bit simple.
Do you know the power? Can you tell us the power of it?
It makes on about 8 pounds of boost the same motor on an engine dyno in the States. Exactly the same combination with the same compression ratio, very similar cam and whatever, is just north of 1400 horsepower.
Okay.
And once you put it in the car and this and that, obviously, you know, you get a bit of losses and whatever. I can work out with the weight of the vehicle and the times that it's running without too much interference with the timing, and we have a good pass. It's probably about 1100 on the wheels up there, which is 1100 horsepower. I would say we're probably not nearly as powerful as some of the other guys. I know some of the other oaks are running more, but I think it's just it's a good combination. You know, when you step from the front of the car to the back of the car, the weight distribution is right. Everything's you know, the car's not too heavy. It's a good package. It works. You don't really need to wring its neck. So the motor is safe to. The internals on this engine, it's still a steel rod engine, so it'll go to about 1500 if you push it. I don't want to go too much further than that and start breaking stuff. So, and it's been super reliable. We haven't had any issues with the car. It ran the whole season now. It's been pretty good. We were eating up some blower belts here and there. So what we did tonight is we changed back to the older pulley because we found the smaller pulley wasn't grabbing the belt enough, and I was probably getting about 3 runs out of a belt. And then you have to throw it away and put a new one on, and it was becoming a bit painful to change all the time. So we're going to run the next meeting with a little less boost. But our game plans might be a little different. We just want to go back and dial in we might dial in a little bit slower. And if we can dial in like a 790, somewhere there for competition. And I've got another problem is the tires are a bit old. And they're almost done. There's not a lot of runs left in them. And they are approaching 6 years now. So I need to maybe slow the car down a little bit. I want to see if we can go some rounds, you know, go competition. So we've got a little bit of a game plan. We're going to try that. And then no other changes to the car. That will be pretty much it. We're just going to we might just slow it down by about 2 tenths. And then see where we go.
Will we ever see the car at Killarney again?
Yeah, I think I'll come and run it in December. I enjoy that. That Street Fest is one of my favorite meetings. It's a lack of vibe.
I think that's everybody's favorite meeting.
Yeah, it's a joy.
Look, for me, the last 3-4 years, it's been town, where out of town cars, but then the guys again from Cape Town has made up. So there's a lot of guys from Cape Town that's made up, you know. Guys they don't race during the year, but they bring out their pulls. So that's quite cool. But you know, you always want to see those guys from Joburg coming down, which they used to do back in the day.
I always enjoy that meeting. It's always been one of my favorites, and I think I've raced quite a few street fests and
I don't think you've missed any. If you had a car, you were there.
If I had a car, I'd race. Yeah, definitely. So I think we'll probably stick it on and just run an 8th mile with it. And the last street fest when I ran this car with a new setup, we didn't have the traction control working then, but it's working now, so it might help me a bit. But I'd run it to just before the bridge and I pull the chutes, and it was going. When we ran a 490. First run out with it, 112 60 foot, and I think I ran an 80 at 200. So I was already on the brakes. So it was going, it was hauling. I mean, if I'd held it in a bit longer, it would have run a 7. But I don't want to risk crashing the car again because I have hit the nets already with this car. And it's
so what does this cost fastest time at Killarney?
80. Yeah, 8.0 at 200. Which is about almost 100k slower than it does. So
was that before you crashed or after?
No, after. This was last year's Street Fest at 80. 4.9. I think it was a 492 or 494 on the 8th, and 8.0 at 200 or 201 k's now. But I was already on the chutes, so I was trying to slow the car down.
So what happened the day when it crashed? The parachutes opened late.
Yeah, we had one chute. We had a little bit of a malfunction coming up to the line, and the one chute popped out the bag. And I kind of just shoved it back in and put the pin back in. And I think I went over the finish line, and I was probably a little slow on pulling the lever. And we also had a heavy southeaster that day. We had a lot of tailwind. And I think it's just the chutes just took a little long to open, and I actually bent the the pin on the master cylinder as I pushed the brakes hard.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get it slowed down. So I was either with a big slick on the back and turning a car in that sharp corner is probably risk of tipping it over on its side.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I'll rather take a net.
Yeah.
Luckily, I only hit the first one,
Yeah.
and the car stopped. I probably went in at about maybe 100 k's an hour.
Yeah.
But it was still felt a little bit too quick to make the turn.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I might have topped over, and then it would have been even more messy.
Yeah.
So I ended up just, fortunately, not damaging anything on the vehicle itself, but the nose was buggered. It was all fiberglass. It all broke up into pieces. One or two little things got hurt, and I think the windscreen got the scoop hit the windscreen and a few small things. But we never did any structural damage to the car, fortunately. But it was also like a perfect opportunity to say, right, the nose is busted now, we can't race.
Yeah.
That's when Etienne and I had a meeting, and we said, right, we're going to start with a new project, which was the whole front clip and everything. So that was kind of a little bit of a push to get in that direction.
Win-non-win situation.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And this car's on meth, eh?
Yes, it runs 100% methanol, yeah. No nitro. None.
Yeah, the nitro's controversial.
Yeah, it's banned in Tarlton.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to run it there. I think one of the guys there got a big fine.
I heard so.
I can't remember which car it was, but somebody was running it and he wasn't supposed to be running it.
Yeah. No, I heard that story. Yeah. I kind of know what it is. We're not going to say anything.
It's not about the dangers of when it's in the car. It's the dangers of if something happens in the pits. Yeah, it's a very volatile fuel, as everybody knows. And you can take nitromethane and you can light it with a lighter. It does nothing.
Yeah.
But if you hit it with a hammer, it will literally blow your arm off.
Yeah.
It becomes like dynamite, like an explosion. So that is the problem with it. It's a very volatile. So if things aren't handled correctly, or something goes wrong, or something happens, it could cause a massive explosion. And I think that's just because it's a safety thing more than anything else, So that's the sort of.
Oh, I didn't even know it's that what you go. I just know it gives you a lot of power.
It makes power. It does.
I watched the one Speed and Sound's podcast with, what is the guy's name? I think there was one of the owners of Tarlton.
Nico.
Yeah, Nico. Yeah. I think he was explaining when they brought the top fuel car in, that they had to get a whole lot of paperwork to say it's for a race car and all of that. Yeah. Because they said to him, what do you want to do with all that fuel? Like, you want to build a bomb? And he's like, huh?
That's exactly what it is,
And I was like, yo.
This stuff is no joke.
Yo, it's hectic.
But it does make power. That's why most cars use it. And I'm not interested in using it. I don't think I'll ever. I don't know enough about it. And the tuning window for me is a bit too risky on an engine like this. And that's why I won't go there. It's not something I understand.
It's the safety of the engine also.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, some guys, I know some guys that run it on stock engines. Yeah, standard. Yeah. And it's like a 50-50 mix or whatever, and, but it makes good power. But
but like you say again, it's the safety, safety part of it. Because it can be like a real bomb. Yeah,
it becomes a bomb.
Yeah.
It's a massive explosion in the combustion chamber. That's why they make power.
The engine itself is I don't know. Did you mention it? Is it the small? No.
This is a big block.
Big block. Big block. I don't really know itself. I'm not even going to ask questions that I don't know. But so I normally when I watch Street Outlaws, they talk about cubic inches.
Yes.
So what cubic?
This is 584.
Okay.
In liters, like 9.5.
Okay.
9.5 liter now. So some of your like road cars, old American stuff from the 70s. Some of the biggest engine you can get back then was a 454, which is a 7.4 liter. That was pretty hot in the back in the day. And this is what this engine is based off. So it's like a 454, but big stroke and bore and everything, and pretty fancy cylinder heads and whatever. And then it becomes what it is now, But as far as like the actual physical size of it and deck height and all that is all standard Chevrolet. So there's nothing. It's not like it's a tall deck or this or that. Standard cam location. Like I said, there's nothing exotic here. This is all over the counter stuff. But it is nice aftermarket parts. which is why, what you can put it together with these days.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And how long did the build take?
To do this conversion on the car.
Since you got it out of America?
I raced it. I think I raced it one or two seasons with the old setup.
The old
and then we crashed it, and then we pulled it off. That was in 2021. We crashed.
Oh, so when you crashed it, it was still exactly like it was from.
No. Yeah, no, it was running this engine.
Okay.
And then it was from 2021, and it took 3 years.
Okay.
Up until like 2025, I'd say. Yeah. Last year, sometime, I think we took it out a few times.
Okay.
So, and then this season, basically. Yeah. So that's, this will be a second season with a new setup.
Okay. Favorite, if you can call it, a modification on this car?
Oh, man. I'd say it's quite something to have like a high RPM. Yeah. I mean, this thing revs 8,000, just over 8,000 RPM. Yeah. It's quite something to have a big lump of engine like revving at that sort of RPM. It
sounds mad though.
Yeah, it sounds like. I mean, I can't really hear much in the car. Yeah. There's a lot of noise to me.
No, but inside, like outside. It sounds like it sounds like it's revving past 8,000.
Yeah. I've got the limit on. Like it can go to probably 8.5, but I only take it to about 8.1.
Okay.
It is built to go there. So I would say, that's probably my favorite part. Yeah. Just taking like a huge big lump of iron like this and spinning it up to those sort of revs.
What is this car weigh?
Race ready with fuel and everything. So basically full tank. It's 1,080 kilos.
Okay.
And then I'm about 90 odd, so 1,100 and something with a driver. Yeah. That's still quite light. It used to be, before the supercharger and everything, because this is 50 kilos.
Okay.
So we added a bit of what we took out of the car, we added quite a bit back.
Yeah.
It was 1,160 before.
Okay.
And then we took quite a bit of weight out of it and then added a lot of weight back again, but we ended up still 80 kilos less than what it was. So even with the charger. So the charger was 50.
So on one hand, how much fuel does it take?
It uses about, I say start pits, burnout, and then return road is about, I would say about 12 litres.
Okay.
10 to 12 litres.
And there's a 20 litre thing?
Yeah, it takes about 20 odd, I'd say. So it will go under some runs, depending if you're idling a lot and wasting time at the line. Yeah. It will go quite low. Yeah. You might put a little bit more than 12 litres. So I would imagine it probably burns just short of probably about a litre when you flat out per second.
Yeah.
So about 900 milliliters of methanol every second when it's going, when the thing's pumping and it's revving.
Yeah.
Which is quite a bit. So you'll probably use about 7 or 8 litres just on the pass, and then another 5 litres on the burnout and the drive back. Or is you just idling, So that's pretty much the fuel consumption. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. Do you remember your first run down the tracks? Obviously at Killarney.
With this car or?
No, with
in general? Yeah, I remember back when I was racing one Friday night with El Camino, the prop shaft came out. And I will never forget that because it felt like I was going over a speed bump, over the finish line.
Which colour was your El Camino?
It was like a copper bronze colour.
Oh, the bakkie, yeah.
It was a bakkie, yeah. And that was pretty interesting at 180 km an hour. And I was like, whoop, and then it was, no throttle, and the thing was, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah. And then the guys behind me were shouting, there's sparks and prop shaft flying everywhere. Yeah. So I think back in the memory, I would say that's probably one I remember.
Yeah.
With parts flying out the car, it was quite interesting. I won't forget that. Yeah, that's something I won't forget. But as far as like racing goes, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I used to race my Superboss at Killarney a few times.
Oh, yeah, the Superboss also.
Yeah.
You don't have pictures still of the old cars, though?
Yeah, I must scratch around. I probably do.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find them and send them to you.
Yeah.
So the Superboss was, back in the day as well, 14-second car.
Yeah.
El Camino was a 12-second car. Can-Am ran 10s and then 9s and then 8s and then this thing was 8s and then 7s. Just progressed from there.
Yeah. I remember that Can-Am being one of the cars that You know, when you come to Killarney and it's a big event, you're like hoping, you know, there's cool cars.
Yeah.
So your car, Suspect's car, Verlindau.
Yeah.
Then you had Shamo Peterson with the yellow
Yes.
Hilux Bucky. Those are all cars that you look forward to doing or to seeing.
Drag racing's changed a lot though, so there's a lot of there's not a lot of guys really doing this type of stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Now you would go buy yourself a BMW or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how fast these things can go. I mean, these guys drive these cars to the track and they run like 9 seconds and cruise on.
Yeah.
It's insane how this stuff is developed. You know, it's actually pretty mind blowing.
Yeah.
There's a few. You know, there's not a lot of these sort of die-hard guys. I mean, okay, we've got in our class at Tarlton, there's all these cars are built cars, but it's crazy to see these guys. I mean, these guys come in with X5s and stuff, and they're running like sub 10 seconds. Yeah. You know, it blows your mind actually.
Yeah,
you know?
that's like
I know you can take like a street car these days. You know? So,
like I know there's even this G series BMW is doing 8 seconds.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah,
that's
like,
nuts. Audi TTs and that the 4-wheel drive stuff is insane as well. It shows how the sport is sort of changed in a way.
But technology also.
It is absolutely.
Technology now has changed so much,
and it's become I wouldn't say easy to make power, but the parts have got so good.
Yeah,
turbochargers have developed. You know, everything's just become absolutely brilliant. And we're still messing around with all this old junk.
Yeah,
so
but it's working.
Yeah, for me, that's why I said I just keep it simple.
I always say, as it werk, I werk it.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, no, that's definitely if it's working, it's working.
Yeah.
Okay, I know in Tarlton now you can obviously race heads up there, not at Killarney.
Yes.
So what race stands out the most for you that you can remember now?
I think one of the highlights was my race when I raced against Billy heads up at Killarney.
Okay.
We had a couple of runs.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And what other races? Yeah, I think back in the old Can-Am days, I think I ran the Supercharged Nova there once. That was also an awesome run. We were 1-1.
Yeah.
He beat me. I beat him the next meeting. Yeah. And now running in this class is also brilliant because you're running against, like, it's insane to think you can line up against the fastest cars in South Africa. And you run, you chase them down, or I've been chasing most of the guys down because they leave before me, but it's flipping awesome. Man.
No, but
because it's like, it's close. When you get to the line, it's you know, you're neck and neck, you know, with most of the guys, depending if you dial in correctly and you're running the times you're supposed to run. It's been fantastic. And that's what I enjoy, but I enjoy that part of the racing more than just going out and doing solo runs and chasing time slips. It's, for me, I'm really starting to enjoy the heads-up racing and getting into the competitions. And obviously, I've still got a lot to practice and get better and, you know, because, I mean, racing, coming from Cape Town, we've been running solo runs. I've been doing that for years because you never could really do heads-up runs. So you're so rusty and out of it. You got to, the
timing of the lights. And
the lights is the big thing. Cutting lights, and I've hit a couple of reds. So I'm a little bit pissed off at myself about that, but that's, that's part of racing. So we'll learn as we go along. So it's just practice, that's all it is. Seat time and practice and dial your car in correctly and make your changes and make sure that you got to be consistent if you want to win. So.
No, sure.
So that's what it boils down to.
No, definitely. So just a question. When you do dial-in times, right, is that what you do qualifying? So if your fastest time there, that becomes your dialing time?
No, you can dial in any time you want.
Okay.
So you can dial in quicker, but then you're gonna lose a bit of time when you're chasing the other guy.
Okay.
So you could dial in. I don't think you can dial in slower than your qualifying. I must check the rules on that because then you can sandbag.
Yeah.
And that makes it a little bit unfair because you can get in front of the guy and then just watch, look, and then tap and get over the line.
Yeah.
So I think you can. I don't know if you can't. I'm not too clear on those rules.
Yeah.
But you can dial in faster if you think you're going to run faster or the track's improving or whatever. So it's always best to just keep it as close as possible to your qualifying run. Because you don't want to slow yourself down too much, you can't catch a guy. Because then he wins.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line.
Yeah.
People think it's not complicated, but there is definitely a little bit of an art to it. You need to be really on top of it.
Yeah.
If you want to be,
calculations was be right.
your calculations need to be 100%. If you dial in too quickly, like I said, you go too fast, you're going to be too slow. You could probably sandbag. Some guys do. But you also got to watch you don't break out. You go too fast, and then you're out anyway. So you got to. There's a lot of things you need to take into consideration. When you're doing bracket racing. But it's fun because even the slowest car in the class can still win. You got a guy that's running 850s and a guy that's running 750s, and he can go all the way to the finals and win. So that's what makes it so interesting. So
No, it's cool. It's cool. Let me just check if this thing is still recording.
that thing's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay. What are we, about an hour now?
Yeah.
You okay there, Etienne? We've got to wrap up.
51 minutes. So the race that stands out for you the most, the heads-up race, which one was it?
It'll be against Billy.
Yeah, and now in Joburg?
I think probably the best run I had. I went round 2 to the finals against Cowboy. That was a good race. No, I did my car. I had to pedal once or twice. It wasn't an ideal run, but it was close. So I'd say that was close. But I think I went red on that one run. Not too many memorable ones. No other real close races that I can think of. I've raced against my buddy Nati once or twice, but he's having quite a bit of issues with his car. And he's going to hopefully get that thing sorted out so we can go and actually have some good...
that car's actually...
Talk it out on the track a bit between the two of us.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that car when it's, dialed.
When it's sorted, He's, I saw him last weekend and we spent some time together and in Cape Town he was here. And we had some good catch up and a chat, and I think he's got some good things in the pipeline there, so watch out for that thing, it's going to come. Once he's got that thing sorted out, it's going to run well.
No, definitely.
And then, as far as any other memorable races, I think once at Midval I had a real good run against Craig Zank with his Supra. That was also a super close race. I lost, but it was still, even though you lose, you're losing to, it's big cars you're racing against, it's still, it's still fun, But further than that, no, nothing else that I can really think of.
Have you broken anything at the track before?
Yeah, we've broken stuff. Nothing major. I said I had that one engine failure with the Can-Am. And if I had to think now, but no, nothing serious. No, not. I melted a few pistons in the Can-Am when there was nitrous. We got a little bit greedy. We sprayed a little bit too much for that engine, but you were pushing the envelope, so besides a couple of engine failures, I broke the input shaft and the transmission in PE. That was a weekend wasted, and that was about it. No, nothing otherwise.
Oh, you went up there?
We used to race PE quite a bit. It was a nice trip for us. So we ran at Aldo, a few meetings. But yeah, that was on the trailer all the way back home.
Yeah.
Couldn't race, obviously, with a broken shaft in the box. So, but further than that, no, nothing major.
Yeah. And then what was your biggest setback for this car?
This car was probably the crash.
Oh, the crash. Huh?
Yeah, that would have been the biggest one. But further than that, no, it's been pretty good. Yeah, fixing the nose and rebuilding stuff and body work, and that I'd say was the biggest setback.
So does Etienne do the fiberglass and stuff, everything?
No, he doesn't do any body work here.
Okay.
But all the chassis work, suspension, welding, chassis stuff, yeah, all that stuff that's his department. Yeah, that's what they do. They do build chassis here from scratch.
Okay.
So for older pickup trucks and that, so that's all gets,
Cool.
that's the stuff that they do.
What keeps you coming back, or going back to the drags or to racing?
Yeah, it's just going faster.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a thrill like this anywhere else. So, it's I guess it's the speed, the power and everything. That's what draws you back in, and the competition's great.
Yeah.
So if you're in the runnings and you're going for it, you got to give it beans. But yeah, I'd say it's pretty awesome to go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
So your exit speed on this car? What is the exit speed?
We just about touching 290 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
290 exit, and then you said your fastest time at Tarlton?
It was 772.
7.7.
72.
Yeah.
And that's at what, 1.1 60 foot?
Yeah, 114. That's the best 60 up there. We done a 112 in Cape Town, but I'd say up there the best is average is about 115, but we did a 114 the one run, yeah.
Okay. So if you go new tires in the new year or in the new season,
I'm hoping it'll solve up. We've been struggling in this car in the second half of the track. It's been spinning a lot from the 200 to the 400.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's very loose.
Yeah.
We did a big swing for it, and we changed the bar on the 4-link last meeting. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
And but we still, I think it's just the tires are just old. So we'll put a fresh set on next season, and then hopefully the whole package works better.
Yeah.
So we can get down the track under full power instead of spinning and drawing, pulling timing on it. So, and then I'm hoping it'll go another 10th or two. So I'd love to get this car consistently in the 750s because that's where I think it should be.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Only time will tell. Next season we'll put a new set of fresh tires on and go try again.
No, cool. And do you think with the new tires it'll improve the 60 foot?
Yeah,
Sure does.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'll improve all the way through.
All the way through.
Yeah, definitely.
How much work goes into keeping the car competitive?
I'll be honest with you, not much. Once it's built and it's going, it's your normal maintenance.
Oil changes.
Oil changes every 20 runs or so. I'll dump the oil. I'll put plugs in every 20 runs as well.
Okay.
Gearbox oil probably every 50 to 60 runs. And that's about it. There's not much else to do. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Go back to the beginning again.
Change, everything. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So seeing that this car, so this car doesn't have injectors, no.
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 No, it's got what's called, that's like a nozzle. There's 8 nozzles on the top.
Ones,
Yeah.
So does it still need maintenance like injectors, seeing that you're running meth?
No.
No.
After the meeting, I will Q20 the barrel valve. This thing on top here has got some seals and stuff in. The fuel pump gets disconnected and we spray a Q20 in the pump because it's obviously got seals in there too. And then we just drain the fuel and that's it. And you just leave it.
Leave it till the next event.
If you're going to leave it a few months, you'll slacken off the rocker arms as well.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's clamping the valve spring all the time. And then it's lashing valves. I don't really lash the valves that often. It's probably also maybe every 100 runs.
Yeah.
And engine maintenance, this engine will need a refresh every 250 runs.
Okay.
Which is on now, it's on about run 70, so we still got a long way to go.
Okay.
So that will be...
So how do you keep track of that book?
No, I've got a book. I've got everything written down. I've got every meeting that this car has done since 2020 written in my book. Every event, every date, weather, times, tire pressures, everything's recorded.
So that's your data logger.
It's my Bible, I write everything down. So I can go back to Tarlton next year in May month, go back to May. All my settings and everything are there, timing, everything's written down. I record everything. And then obviously at the end of the meeting, I'll log all the runs. I just put stripes here. Some guys scratch them on the, or, cokie them on the valve covers or whatever, I don't know. So I just write everything in my book. So it's got a logbook. The car's got everything recorded since day one.
And oil, what oil do you use in your?
I use Fuchs Titan Pro Race S, that red one, the full synthetic.
1060.
1060, yeah. I find with the methanol, that's the best. It doesn't froth up. It doesn't like the oil. If I drain it now, it comes out exactly like it came out of the tin. So it's.
I know a lot of the guys use that. Even Hellman.
Yes.
I think Hellman also uses.
Yeah, a lot of the oaks use it. With methanol, it's the best. I haven't found any better oil. A normal mineral oil, it becomes like milkshake immediately. You start this thing up after you rev it a few times as milkshake. Whereas this stuff,
it looks like you blow the head gasket.
Exactly. Yeah. So this oil is for me is the best.
I actually use Fuchs in my car. I've been using Fuchs in my car for like the last 5 years. 540, and I've also only had a good experience.
Yeah, no engines with no issues with oil pressure.
No oil pressure issues. The oil stays clean for very long.
Yeah.
Even dialing the car.
Yeah.
Stays. I wanted to change over, but then I did some research and I'm like, nah, I think it's a bit too thick.
Yeah.
For that, because it's supposed to run like 540.
Yes.
But it's for the most part it's been good.
Yeah, for sure. No, I always monitor oil pressure and stuff.
And oil filters? That's obviously important.
Yeah, no, it's got.
Because you obviously have that whole housing thing there, no?
No, it's a normal spin on the block.
On the block, okay.
Yeah, nothing else. No, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
No, I don't have one of those clear view filter things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a sin taking the oil out the car after 20 runs because it still looks new.
Yeah.
Like a waste. Changing it.
But you must,
Yeah, I do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's just part of the maintenance.
Yeah, another can of oil than the engine.
Yeah.
Maintenance is for family support.
Yeah, no, it is a big one, eh?
Yeah.
My girlfriend takes care of everything when I'm away all the time at home, and I wish she could be at the track. But she runs the house and the pets and everything, and she's. And without her support, like in this sport, it would be hard to do if you don't have like you're better off taking care of everything when you. I mean, we were away a lot, we're traveling a lot. It's weekends this time, so my old man, when he was alive, used to come watch. Back in the day, Killarney, but he's passed on.
Okay.
And
rest in peace.
Yeah, and then like my brother and sister, are not really into racing, so it's basically just.
You and your girlfriend
and friends,
and Etienne.
Yeah, and that's about it.
You don't have a car, boss? You don't have a car that you race? No, you just pulled. You pulled. You're part of this. That's good enough. You say.
He's gonna try it out one day.
Yeah.
We'll put him in the seat.
Yeah. What is the most stressful part of it? Is like for you?
I would say. That the rushing between rounds.
Yeah.
That's probably the most stressful bit. And the time schedule. Because your classes run in certain time periods and you've got to be ready, you've got to be up there. You miss out on something, you're out. There's no one's waiting for you. So I would say definitely sticking to time schedules is for me the most stressful part. But further than that, the rest is fine. So that's probably that'd be my biggest thing. That's where I get a little bit anxious, is the rushing around.
Yeah. Or you're going to be in time.
For me, and I'm a very punctual person as well, so I've always got time in the back of my mind, and I'm never late for anything, so it's like, and I always make sure we're up there first, and we don't want to be rushing up there and quickly jumping in the car, and I want to make sure that I'm strapped in properly. So, it's just, for me, it's the time thing.
How do you feel about the drag racing scene in Cape Town? Or the local drag racing scene in Cape Town? You obviously raced Tarlton.
Yeah, I think it's strong. It was a bit of a time when it was, I would say, the dying out, but that was more the MSA side. I think the street to strip and stuff is still going strong. I mean, that's where that's where it's all happening, really.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, is the guys coming from the street.
Yeah.
And it's really strong here in Cape Town. I mean, the street racing, I don't condone any of that stuff, but I think that's the biggest part of racing in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And it's good that the guys go to the track.
Yeah.
It's much safer.
You know what? I've been to the last few aerobat racings. I don't know when last you've been to an aerobat racing, but I've been to the last 5 or last 4.
Yeah.
But before aerobat racing used to be a banger every week. Like you'll see, it'll be full, if not spectators' cars. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I think
Is it dying out a bit?
it seems like it's
I
dying.
think it's also economy. Yeah. It's expensive now to do
race,
these things, to
yeah.
race, and you got to pick that's why we just choose 4 meetings for the year.
Yeah.
We were going to do 3, and we ended up now we're going to do another one.
Yeah.
But that's me for the year.
Yeah.
My budget's blown. It's you got to set money aside to do this
and it's
sport.
expensive.
And I think it's also people are feeling the pinch a bit. Cost of living's through the roof.
Yeah.
Everything's got expensive. Cars like toys, they get put in the back burner.
Yeah.
If Ike doesn't have money, he's not going to spend it there. He's got other things, priorities in life, and life is happening, and kids and schools, and all that type of stuff takes priority. So I think when things turn around again, when things get better, hopefully they do, you'll probably you'll see the racing side of things will go up again.
It will go up. Yeah. I'm hoping because like the tags, there's been 2 events that has been a bit dead.
Yeah.
The actual drag days, and then it's picked up a bit.
Yeah, if you talk to some of the guys that aren't racing, they say, money. Or they still got to save up money to buy this, or a special or a special gearbox, and and then that stuff, nothing's getting cheaper, it's only getting more expensive.
You'll know. You import all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a financial thing for a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And I know with us, certainly, we don't have an endless budget here.
Yeah.
We don't have sponsors.
Yeah.
This is something we run by ourselves. So when there is money...
And it becomes expensive, especially you that travel.
Yeah. The traveling up and down is also a killer, but got to do it. So if you want to do it...
Otherwise the car's just going to stand, gather dust.
Yeah, it's going to gather dust. You might as well go enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
There's not much else that I do. So, it's this, and that's my only real hobby. So, so I'd rather try and see if we can afford it.
Yeah, YOLO, no? You only live once.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What changes would you like to see in the drag racing scene, or at the track, if any? Killarney, maybe.
Yeah, the problem is you would all love a better facility, but we have to make do with what we have. It's the front straight. You must always remember it's never been a drag strip.
Yeah.
We're kind of using part of the track. I just wish we had a better track down here in the Western Cape.
Like a dedicated drag strip.
Like a Tarlton.
Yeah.
I think it would work. There's a lot in Joburg, but there's nothing down here.
So
I think the problem here is just finding land and finding places where people aren't going to build houses, and it's happening in America as well. For the tracks are closing down because they're selling them off to developers, all these houses coming up, and then there's the noise problem, and it's this and it's that. I don't foresee anything coming in the future, so you have to kind of make do with what you have. So
it's actually sad.
Yeah,
it is.
I think there would be,
especially for guys like you.
Yeah, I think there would be more cars like this in Cape Town if we had a track for it. Definitely, there would be guys that would be buying cars or building cars, or there would be more movement, and some that come up for sale, somebody else would buy, if we had the facility to run the car. Otherwise, you've got to do what I do, and you've just got to travel, So it's up and down. Killarney's not ideal, but it's all we have. So you've got to make do with what you have. So I think it's more orientated to street cars. Obviously, there are some guys, there's a lot of dedicated drag cars as well. But it's risky, It's not the ideal track to be running really.
So that's why you only run 8.
Yeah, I prefer just to keep it safe on the 200 meters, And I wish we could go to. I wish there was something down here, but we'll see. Maybe there is something in the future. You never know.
Look, you've obviously been in the racing game long. Do you know what even happened to that Mother City race?
With John Brussels and them. I think there was something in the pipeline with Vasanta Kroll, but they never got off the ground. There was something going on there as well with maybe.
I know they were drifting there. So they had
Yeah.
a drift track and whatever. Obviously, because I think at the time they could only have a certain amount of spectators.
Yeah.
So you could just come with like X amount of crew members, whatever. And they were drifting there. And I think from what I heard, it was also noise pollution for a chicken farm or something. Some sort of thing like
The
that.
noise is always going to be a problem.
Yeah, so
So it's like you'll build a track out in the middle of nowhere, and 10 years later,
yeah.
lo and behold, houses start
going
coming,
there,
which
yeah.
is what happens everywhere. So then it will always become a problem. You need to build a track that's like an hour away, like.
Yeah.
But like Saldanha Airfield is probably would be a really good candidate. But then you need to put up grandstands, and then you need barriers and safety and this, and everything needs to be passed by MSA. There's a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
It's not just throw a bunch of tires on the side of the road and hope for the best. You know? So, yeah, it's like Tarlton has been jumping through hoops for the last year to get the track sort of affiliated to MSA standards now. And they've been working real hard, adding barriers, adding this, adding that, just to make sure they get their licenses for the events.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you had to open a big track down here, you'd have to be on top of all of that as well. So it's not just a simple
that also
build a little, 600, 700, 800 meter runway and hope for the best. So, yeah, I think it would be really cool if we could get something down here, and I think it will boost the sport.
No,
but I think for now, we'll just have to do with what we have.
Guys, if there's anybody that has money that they want to spend and build a facility for the drag races in Cape Town, please do so. We'll be there.
Yeah, guys in KZN have the same problem as us.
Same problem, huh?
Yeah, Daisy, that's all they got.
Yeah.
Same issue.
Some of the local races or local drag races you respect in Cape Town or even Johannesburg.
You always got respect for all the fellow racers. So everyone's putting in a lot of effort and time. And I respect all the drivers. I mean, I don't have any beef with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah.
And especially when you run these old things, you're not really, it's not about being in a different class. It's just you kind of do your own thing, You kind of stick to your little corner there and you do your thing, and you don't get involved. Don't get involved with all the politics. I stay out of all that shit. So, so I got massive respect for all the guys. But I mean, for the purpose-built cars and stuff, that's where I would say I always got time to greet everybody and you don't have to be like best buddies with everybody, but
just greet,
greet and greet and race.
Yeah. And then which local build impresses you the most? Like
in Cape Town,
Cape Town and Joburg.
I would say one of my favorite builds currently would be Nati's car. You see it in real life.
Yeah.
Yes,
I saw it actually when I was down in Tarlton.
Yeah, I know. The Oak's done a proper job there, and he did it all himself.
Yeah.
That's why I take my hat off to him. He's really, really put a lot of effort into it, and I can't wait for him to
you must actually, seeing that you and him friends, you must actually try and organize that podcast for me.
Yeah, when you go to Joburg.
Yeah, no, but I mean when he's in Cape Town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe when he's in Cape Town.
Yeah,
if he wants to. You know?
Can talk to him.
Yeah.
They did an awesome job with that car. And you know what? He doesn't give up.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of setbacks here and there, and a lot of oaks to throw in the towel in.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the fact that he crashed his old car, I thought that would have been it. He's not going to come back and race. And the oak's dedicated.
Yeah.
He's balls to the wall, man. Take my hat off to him. So I would say Nati Boyson, for sure.
And I think also like you say, he's how do I say it? I think it's like you. You know, you want to. Like,
Yeah, you got
even after your crash also. Not that there was a lot around.
Yeah.
You know, you
got to be committed to it. Yeah.
And most probably that's his only hobby also.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He lives for his drag racing and
Yeah.
stuff, you know, and he enjoys it, and his family's involved, and he's definitely going to get his shit together soon, and that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
That is going to be something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because that cause, what do you know what that cause best time was so far?
I'm not sure. I think he's going to be in the 7s soon, so he's close. He's knocking on the door there.
Yeah.
So,
eight something, no?
Yeah. I think it's 880 something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So quick fire round of questions. Turbo, natural aspirated?
If I had to choose,
Yeah.
it all depends. I love both, so I've got an affiliation to both of them. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I've tried both of them, and I would say obviously turbo boost is nice and everything, but I just don't like all the headaches around it.
Yeah. The tuning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a laptop guy.
That's why you still stick to that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As I'm getting older now, I'm realizing it's keep things simple.
Yeah. Kiss.
Yes,
I
keep
always
it
remember that.
simple, stupid. That's it.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose anything else besides V8, what is this? Is this Chev? No.
That's a Chevy
Chev,
motor, yeah. Well, it's not really, it's all aftermarket, but it's based on a Chevrolet motor, yeah.
So if not V8 or this, what else would you choose? BMW, Honda?
Don't think I'd choose anything else, yeah.
Nothing else.
Nah, I wouldn't do it. I'd just do it because of this. Not because of this, but that's what I've been, it's what I've been doing my whole life. So I wouldn't go back to anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd choose any other platform. I drove. What really impressed me is that Khalid's TB48 with that turbo.
Yeah.
What I liked about that car is it's got similar torquey feel to this stuff.
Yeah.
It makes massive torque. It's like a 5 litre something, straight 6.
You drove that car at Tarlton, eh?
Yeah, I did still done over that. I did a few Killarney meetings with it. And that was nice. So if I wasn't into V8s and I had to go into drags and build something, I'd probably build something like that with a big turbo on, yeah.
Listen.
So that TB48 is a hell of a platform, eh? It's,
I think you actually built a white one also now.
yes, he has,
Four-wheel drive, eh?
yeah, he's got a couple of them.
Yeah.
But I think if you really had to build a nice car, chassis-wise and good setup, it's that or that. But 2JZs, but they're quite common.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys using them. They're good.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. They make power. They're fast and everything. But if you want to be slightly different, or I like to be different,
this is different.
That's why I'd be more drawn towards something like a TB48.
Yeah.
So if, let's say there weren't any V8s available, it would probably be my second choice.
Yeah.
And because I have raced it once or twice, I know what it feels like. It's pretty darn impressive. Yeah, for what it is.
Yeah.
I lied to you, I've never driven a 2J. I might change my mind when I drive one.
Yeah.
So I can't say it, but the TB48 is something else. Nice big capacity, torquey engine. You don't really need to rev the shit out of it, and I like the torque.
Yeah.
That's what always draws me to this stuff. So that's probably a route I'd go.
Cool. And then street car, race car?
I'm too old for the street now. Race car.
Race car.
Yeah, no. And all the kopsu of stuff breaking all the time.
Yeah.
No, stick to race car.
Manual auto?
Auto. Yeah.
Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive?
No, rear wheel drive, definitely.
And then your favorite track? You've obviously been to a few tracks.
Tarlton. By far, yeah.
Tarlton. And then dream build. Besides this, what is this you're doing?
Yeah, this is it. I am actually lucky enough to be living the dream now, so yeah, I'll stick to this.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've always loved the Camaro.
Yeah.
I've got a road Camaro as well. I've got two 69s and I've got the 68.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I wouldn't change it. That's like my favorite American car. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
American muscle car.
Cool. So what's next for the car?
Man, I don't think I need to change much. I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. I'm not chasing any records. I'm not going for anything. Everyone say, you must go chase, run it faster, or try get the car into the 6-second bracket. But I don't think people realize what it takes to get there. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. So, and I'm enjoying my racing now. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
My shit's not breaking.
Yeah.
It's reliable.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just stick to that.
Yeah, once you start pushing for the 6-second bracket, then
You're not really, every run is
deep pockets.
every run's a 50-50 if you're going to make it without spinning, and then it's a headache. So I'd rather just go back to keeping it simple again.
Yeah.
And I know that combination works for me.
Yeah.
We've got a handle on everything now, so I'll just. You know what? You can go out. It's still fast. I promise you. It doesn't matter. You get in the car every time, every run you do, it's quick.
Yeah.
It's not slow. So you still get that thrill. I mean, you probably get a little bit used to it, but it's for me, it's enough. It's exciting, you know. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I'll just stick to the combo the way it is. I know the combination works. Yeah. So yeah, we've hit a pretty good wicket so far. Yeah. So I'm not really planning. No, to answer your question, I'm not planning on changing anything anytime soon. Yeah.
Besides the tires, obviously.
Yeah. I'm going to order new tires for next season. Yeah.
And then any other new projects besides this car?
Yeah, I'm busy with a 69 track car. Okay. It's going to be a main circuit car, which is something that's going to take
V8.
me. Yeah, V8. So it's also Gen 1 Camaro, but it'll be for classic car racing.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of tinkering around with that in the future.
Okay.
So when I'm now hang up my gloves with this, then I'm going to move over to main circuit. Yeah. So that's something a project that I'm busy in the pipeline. Yeah. So I mean, I love drag racing and everything, but I'd also love to go mess around.
Because apparently they say that's also nice.
Yeah.
I've never tried it though, but
I've done track days and stuff, and a few of my road cars, whatever. And I'd love to get involved in that one day as well. But I think just want to build a decent car to start with, and then just go have some fun out on the racetrack with that. So that will be my next move.
Next thing,
yeah.
You have some pictures
of
the new build.
No, the new build's it's still a shell and project, and we welding panels and roll cages and stuff. So that'll be, for me, it's probably a 2-3 year project. Okay. I'm not going to rush it. Take my time. This is also taking up a lot of my time. Yeah. So once I've got a bit of time off from this, then I'll work on the other car. Yeah. Okay. So I'll have a few months now towards the end of the year to work on the new car. Yeah. And then just maintain this one, you know.
Yeah. So is there like a specific time that you're aiming to run on this car, or that you would want to do?
No, I think 750s is where I think the car can still go. We can maybe tweak it a bit here and there.
So the car's now on 7.7.
7.7s. I think it's got another 10th or 2 in it. Yeah. Hopefully, and that's where I think it will be. Yeah. That's where it will remain. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So 750.
750s is the goal.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Any sponsors you would like to thank?
Just Etienne E-Rods, my mate, Salt River Customs, Damien, helping me with the body stuff. Zurich Racing, Sean, and always helping me at the track with the computer stuff. And that's about it. Cool. Yeah.
And then any other shout outs you want to do?
Nah. I think we've covered just about everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Kim. Thanks, Kim. But I think we've covered everything else.
Yeah. Okay. And then where you said you're not really a social media person, but where can people follow you if they want to know more about V8s and parts?
You can just go to I've got a Facebook page for Motown Auto Parts.
Motown Auto
Not so big on Instagram, but I just don't have the time to do all that shit. So, but the Facebook page, I do post like cool stuff coming in parts and whatever, and I try and keep that page.
I actually saw the other day. Actually, the day that I messaged you, I think 2 days before that or a week before that, I saw you got in the engine You were showing dyno figures there and whatever, and I saw a video there.
Yeah, great, man.
So,
There's
yeah.
been quite a lot of, yeah.
So yeah, guys, if you need any auto parts, V8s, anything, you're busy with a V8, you're struggling to find parts, hit Ralph up, Motown Auto Parts on Facebook. I'll put the link, or I'll put his Facebook page in the description down below. And if you need any, what do you do, sir? Bolts. Bolts. Yeah. So any V8 that you need built, you can speak to Erod, or you can check out Erod. You on Facebook? Yeah, Erod's. You can check him out on Facebook as well. Otherwise, hit up Ralph and Motown Auto Parts. He'll give you Etienne's number. Who would you like to see on the next Garage Talk podcast? Preferably someone in Cape Town.
Yeah, of course. Boy. For the golf?
No, he was on already.
Has he been on?
Yeah, he was episode 9. Yeah.
What
He was
about?
episode 9.
I think you need to speak to old Scotty Scott, eh? About his new build.
Scott.
Yeah, with his caddy buckies, new caddy buckies building. Yeah, he's quite deep in that thing now, so it could be interesting.
Yeah, he also had a mishap with the nets.
Yes, he's building a whole new car.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
Also caddy.
Yeah, no, that's
Was it
interesting.
that bad?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, no, the whole thing was cracked. Yeah, so they're building a new car, but they're going quite.
Yeah.
They're going quite next level with that one. So yeah, phone
And he did what?
phone Winers Plumbing and tell him you need your toilet fixed or something.
He went, what did he go? 8-7. 8-7 on that bucket, no?
Yeah.
It was at Tarlton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was, I think that was the day we went to Tarlton. I think he did 8-7, yeah. Okay, that's actually interesting. I was wondering where the bucky was. I knew he had obviously had the accident, but it was that bad. Yeah, hopefully we can see him back soon. So Scott Winers. Yeah, guys, we're just gonna do the Facebook questions. There was a few Facebook questions, but again, thank you to Ralph and Etienne for it's now 8:15, and thank you for your time, guys. I appreciate it, and
Yeah,
thank
no
you, Ralph, for just responding to me, and
Yeah.
guys, you message people on Facebook and they like this blue tick too. Look, I understand everybody's not for cameras, but
Yeah.
I regard this car or this man as a big boy in the in the racing scene. And I've never spoken to him before. I greet him at the track, but that is about it. And he read my message. He said yes. I asked him his number. Spoke to Etienne, and he made it happen. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
pleasure.
guys for your time. And
good.
it really will go a long way. So we just want to do some questions here, Facebook questions. I like to do the Facebook questions before, sometimes like people don't get to speak to you at the track because you guys are always busy. So
Yes.
now is your chance in the comments, ask a question.
Sure.
So Rand Rods says, the number one drag car in the country in my eyes, I fully admit my V8 bias. So he loves your car. And then
Yes,
he also...
I know him quite well.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then...
He's a good egg.
okay,
Yeah, he's also got some serious stuff he's building.
is it?
But
Okay,
he's more street.
okay.
Yeah.
Also V8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know him well.
And then...
He's also building something for the tractor as well.
okay.
And I've had a little sneak peek at it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be something really cool. But yeah, and I don't want to get too much.
Yeah,
into it.
that's easy.
I'll leave it up to him. He's when he's ready to reveal
Yeah.
it.
And then he also says, yes to run windscreen wipers. Uzziah Thomas says this should be interesting. Yes, it definitely was interesting. Tariq Martins asks, why V8 and not the R32?
What is it?
R32 with the
Is that a
Golf.
VR6 engine?
Yes,
Oh,
the new
yeah.
ones.
Popular now, eh? They're
Yeah,
swapping those things into everything.
And with the Nitro also, that is the cause that is booming with the Nitro, literally.
And they sound like I
Yeah.
must say. They do sound good.
I think there's one now that's doing 9.4. A green one from, I think he's from Tarlton. Yeah. And then Yashi, Piggy Cannemeyer Oz. Would you ever put that's the one, would you ever put the 4HGE in the command?
Look, I wasn't being funny in the reply.
Yeah.
I know it will go in here, but I'm running 33.5, 17-inch, 16 drag slicks.
Yeah.
And
That's very big.
those engines are super impressive when they're built right. And I know there's a couple of them running around in South Africa that are making north of 1,100 horsepower.
Yeah.
But it's also at a certain RPM.
Yeah.
So get a big tire turning from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough with 4 pistons.
Yeah, it is too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not being rude by saying I wouldn't do it, but you'll need to
You'll need a lot of
you'll need to change your setup on the car to accommodate for
that.
for a small engine. And make no mistake, there are some really fast ones. There's 4 cylinders that are faster than this car.
Yeah.
Take my hat off to the guys.
Yeah.
It is where that's racing, you know. So, but the setup's got to be right for it.
Yeah.
You've got to change. You have to change a few things.
So you said it's 33s, but what is the biggest tire that you get?
36.
36.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this regard? Is a small tire?
No, this is a big tire.
tire,
Yeah, it's 33.5. So they are big.
So small tires 29.
I think up to 29. Yeah.
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 Okay.
And then from 29 up it's
is
big tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I watch about the Street Outlaws.
Yeah.
I know.
You're learning about the drag.
Yeah. And then Kutsi asks, what would you choose between the C8 Corvette ZR1 or Mustang GTD?
I'll take the Chev, the ZR1 definitely.
Chef, you were Chef guy, no?
Yeah.
Chef,
The
there you go.
ZR1 is insane.
Yeah. What does he think of the American muscle car culture in South Africa, and how could we grow it in popularity?
There's a lot going on that people don't know about.
Yeah.
There's loads of nice cars.
I can see
Plenty of cars. A lot of them are hidden away in collections and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think because being so far away from the States, it's not so easy to get parts and whatever. Guys really try and do the best they can with what we can in this country. And the muscle car and American car culture is quite big. Yeah. It's bigger than people think it is.
Yeah,
it's like when people ask me what I do for a living. I say I do parts for American cars. They're like, what? Yeah. What American cars? You know, like they didn't know that. They sometimes see old Mustang driving around, whatever. But there's I can take you to some garages where you'll fall over when you see these cars. There's a lot of cool cars around. But unfortunately, a lot of owners don't drive them much. So, and big collections as well. Yeah. So, guys, it's a big culture. It's still big.
Yeah, I know it is.
Not a lot of new youngsters coming into it because everyone's, a GTI and a BM and a this and a that. I think that's sort of falling away, but there's still a big following.
No, there definitely is.
In the older, the older crowd and whatever. There's still a lot of guys that are very dedicated to it. Yeah. So But
in this workshop, you can definitely see that
it's alive and well.
Yeah, it's still. I was like, really? Yeah. Like, I mean, you see the cars, but you don't see them like,
Yeah.
Like these type of cars you see maybe when you go to a car show or maybe what is this, Killarney?
The culture has also changed a bit.
Yeah.
The guys involved in this now it's not more a show and shine or a brag thing.
Yeah.
It's a guy that builds something because he's got a passion for it.
Yeah.
And he knows what he's got, and that's what he wants from it.
Yeah.
It's not a BM M4 or a 911 GT or whatever.
Yeah.
It's something different. Yeah. So a lot of these cars have got a connection to your upbringing.
Yeah.
Father had one or your father had one. We've got a lot of clients which cars have come through the family.
Yeah.
And that's a cool vibe to build on.
Yeah.
And also some guys take our old cars, they modernize them now. You can put in
Yeah.
coilovers, bigger brakes,
Yeah.
so you can make them drive better, put
Yeah.
aircon in there.
Yeah.
You can custom. It's nice to have a custom car.
Yeah.
If you pull up at a robot in a 1958 Apache,
Yeah.
and a guy pulls up with a Ferrari, I promise you, people will be looking at the Apache.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Because a Ferrari, you can go buy one tomorrow. You just go to Waterfront,
Yeah.
pay 15 million
Yeah.
bucks, and you drive it off the floor. Or you can become
build
part of your
something
project,
like that.
get involved in it, spend all the money,
Yeah.
and customize it to your liking.
Yeah.
You know, your color, your type of rims you want, your this, your that. And the aftermarket's huge on them now as well.
Yeah.
So you can watch. I mean, you guys watch like Kindy Customs and all
Yeah.
those shows on
Yeah.
Discovery. You can see what's going on in the States as well. It's a massive culture,
Yeah, it is.
and it's not going to die. It's always
awesome.
going to be people wanting to do custom stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps us busy.
Yeah, no. So if you do have a V8, like I said again, and you wanna build one, you can speak to E-Rods. The man with the parts is Ralph. Motown Auto Parts, huh? Yeah. Would a turbo LS be the next combination?
My friend there in Joburg's quite big on the turbo LS stuff. I've raced Suspect's car a few times with the LS turbo. It is.
Darcy!
Crossing the line.
It's super impressive. But I think because it's a little bit too complicated.
Yeah. Tuning.
I'm not a.
Oops, here.
And I find this combination that I'm using now is just, it's just simple and it works. Yeah.
So fuel, oil, plugs.
100%.
Put the RPO in there and then it's going.
Yeah. Getting older as well.
I'll be honest with you. I am very shocked at how simple this is.
It's very basic. Yeah.
Like it's very basic, but it's doing the times and it's doing what it's supposed to do. But no, respect.
It also adds to the whole drag culture. Though. If you think about it, that we're running technology which is, like Ralph said earlier, it's like 1970s, 1980s. And it's simplistic, but it does the job. Car goes fast.
Yeah.
I think we live in an age where people they over-design the whole thing.
Yeah.
It becomes too overcomplicated, and running management and all of that, you need to have a tuner that's really
You know his stuff, yeah. Yeah.
And it takes away from the sport a bit, doesn't it? Because for the oak that's running out of his garage and doesn't, I wouldn't say.
Like a grassroots racer.
Yeah, a grassroots racer.
I can't afford to.
Budget, and that's not the right word. That doesn't have a budget because racing any.
Yeah, you got to have a budget to do this. Yeah.
But it also shows that there's things the Americans got right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Oaks in the States are running these cars 777 like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's so maybe it's also about going back a bit to just the roots, just not overcomplicating it and
Like he says, kiss.
That's something you can have fun with. It doesn't need to be the most complicated thing, but it can be fun. I can have a lot of fun with it over the weekend.
Yeah.
That's where the V8s. It's sad seeing them dying in the drag scene.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them running around anymore. You take like the Cluton brothers and all of them. It's are running uncomplicated setups and they're going fast. They're being consistent the whole time. They're winning championships and they're winning races. So maybe that's we need to move back to.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be
So it doesn't need to be complicated. What V8 engine has the best fuel consumption, and what are the most reliable V8 engines?
None.
V8 and fuel consumption can't go in the same
That's
sentence.
not in the same sentence, yeah.
Not even in the same province. I don't know what the most reliable one is, but if I had to take a stab at it, probably like a LS3, LS2 and Illumina is pretty reliable. Yeah, they're still going around. They haven't ended up in scrap heaps yet. So I would say, I'd say the Chevy LS is a good platform. To go back to the turbo thing, I mean, it's easy to make 2,000 horsepower with a setup like that. But you're going to have to keep your hand on it. I mean, as things start breaking at that sort of level, you know, you got a lot of things start destroying themselves. So any engine at that sort of horsepower level.
Yeah. What does he think of a VK56? I don't even know what the internet is. I think it's
VK56 is very much on par with Ford Toyota.
Okay. What's that? Is that the Nissan engine?
I think it's a Nissan engine.
Nissan VK56 is Nissan. It's actually quite a high-tech motor. Revs high for 8 prop. And your overhead cam makes power. It's just in our market, there's not a lot of guys playing with it. You know, in the States, Australia especially, are pushing that boundary far. But it is a complicated motor to make power from. So if it take off by us, I don't know. You know, it costs.
I suppose if you got the
that's like Chevy V8 blocks and Ford V8s.
Something similar, no?
It's
no, actually not similar at all. No.
But it's not complicated. With the VKs, it's a different animal.
Yeah, that's quite a
management.
Understands
the motor and what injectors to run and
it's going to be a bit of a story, that thing.
Endless.
Not exactly something you go scratch on in your garage at home, unless you really know what you're doing. So it's not something I would definitely. It's like I wouldn't pull the intake manifold. I think I'd be too scared. There's lots of stuff going on. I'll pull the cylinder head off and put it back on. And this thing, I can pull the head off now and change the head gasket, put it back on, and in an hour's time we're running again. It's quick.
Because it's simple. What does it cost to run that piece on the event?
Your big thing is your tires and getting to the track and entries, and that's about it. There's not much fuel, methanol.
and brandy cost.
Eh?
And brandy cost.
Beers afterwards. Bar tab, and there's not much else really. Blower belts. That's about it. Another thing that's a bit costly.
So how much belts do you go through? You said earlier, like
we were eating belts up with a small pulley, but I think we're going to go back to the old reliable 31 tooth instead of the 29. So I think it should be okay after that.
So the smaller the pulley, the faster it goes.
The higher the boost.
And your surface contact area becomes less.
Okay.
So it eats the belt a lot faster.
Okay.
So the setup just is what it is.
We had to drive the blower quite hard to get a little bit of boost out of it in Joburg, but it's at a cost now of changing belts every 3 runs, which is irritating me. So I like to keep...
And obviously it takes long to change the belt or what? How long
it's like 10 minutes. It's not a big job.
But it's still, like you say, if it's in the time, like you're pushing to go to the next...
and there's also pieces of the belt flying around everywhere. It's starting to irritate me, so I think it's going to go back to the basics again. We tried some stuff and we're learning as we're going along, but... So that's basically it.
But respect for putting Cape Town on the map.
We're trying.
Going up to Tarlton and racing there, and I look forward to seeing this car back at Killarney. But unfortunately, like you say, you can't have the full quarter.
We'll see.
It's just the 8th. But again, Ralph, thank you.
Etienne,
thank you, and thank you for your time.
Cool.
Appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out American Auto Parts, as well as E-Rods. So for all your V8 needs, if you want to build cars, custom cars, whatever, they're going to sort you out. Ralph's going to sort out the parts. E-Rods is going to build the car for you. But
Great stuff.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Anything else from you, Ralph?
No.
No? Thanks again for your time, my brother. Cool. Safe.